All right. I probably should have used this. That's okay. Yes. It's only a three-parter. I can do this. This is a story that took place in the past. A story of a rookie proxy named Favrum who meet a young lady at the crossroads of fate. How? Oh, wow, this is early in the past. Wise, we've been on the 6th Street for a while now. How many internet commission have we taken these past few days? We're still newbies, so you know how it is. We haven't received many commission yet. I see, it's okay. We're starting a proxy business and video store business from scratch. It'll take time. I've busy managed the store, so thanks for handling the internet side. Thanks, Wise. Living together in this cozy little home is already much better than a life right after leaving the academy. As long as we're gradually building our reputations, we eventually have a chance to uncover clues about the fall of the old capital. Wise, let's take it slow. Yeah, I'm still working. I still want to take on some commissions. I need you to say that. But this worry will solve soon. Actually, I saw how hard you've been working to find commissions. So these past few days, I've also been searching on internet for an intelligence broker who can find commissions for us. Oh, right, we haven't met the guy for ages. If we establish a long-term partnership with such a professional intelligence broker, you wouldn't have to worry about getting commissions in the future. Don't I deserve a little praise? Good job. And today I arranged to meet him at the store. He should be here soon. That must be him, Wise. Let's go talk to him. Maybe the first commission we work on with him will give us a totally awesome surprise. Oh my god, this place. So many boxes. A man in the suits walked in. Although he's wearing a friendly and reliable smile, there's still something slightly off about him. There it is! Nice to meet you both. Shepard! You can call me Shepard. I'm glad you two choose to work with me. By the way, are you just starting out in this line of work? Nice to meet you. We haven't been in business for too long. We just started, but business haven't been... I understand. It's nothing for rookie proxies like you two to have a hard time finding commissions. But please don't worry, as an intelligence broker exists precisely for people like you. Let me check my notes. Your name is Faithun, right? What kind of commission do you usually specialize in? Well, we're great at any commissions. What an energetic response. These days, many young proxies lack the energy you have. That being said, combat-related commissions might be a bit tricky, right? You two don't seem to like fighter, and hiring combat personnel can be expensive for new proxies. To be honest, I'm not sure I feel comfortable assigning you anything dangerous. Well, we'll find a way to handle it. You soon see ability in action through the actual commissions. The actual commission, huh? Well then, I happen to have a recently issued commissions that could serve as the perfect starting points for our partnership. I believe this commission is of the perfect difficulty to assets your abilities. If you're interested, let me explain the details. Shall we move to a more convenient place to talk? So you move to a small room with Shepard to discuss things in detail.
Our first assignment together is...
Oh my god, I've been over his voice forever.
There's no need for combat or venturing into any hollows, so it's completely safe. Honestly, I can't think of a better way to test your skills.
Forgive me for being blunt, but isn't this job a bit, well, pointless?
Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not trying to pass this off on you. Your ability to navigate the hollow is unquestionable. That's what makes a proxy. But this role involves more than just that, and this commission is a perfect opportunity to demonstrate those other skills. To be honest, the client barely gave us anything to work with, just pieces of info. That's why this is a perfect chance to show off your skills in gathering intel, spotting details, and negotiating. All the makings of a top-tier proxy.
Alright, you've sold me. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Sometimes I forget during the beta, this guy just like a raggedy old man. Like beard man. Not beard, but like he just have like stubble and stuff. Shepard nods in satisfaction and pulls out 3 items from his pocket. A harmonica, a sheet of music, and an old photo. Whoa. A somewhat aged photographer. Though the image remained fairly clear, a blonde young woman with her eyes covered leans against a wall. For some reason, her silicone seems so fragile. Silhouette. Oh my god. Her silhouette seems so fragile, as if she might shatter in pieces at any moment. Filled with such profound sadness.
The client has only provided us with these 3 clues. All we know is that the woman in the photo is your target.
Target?
Wait, just a photo? That's barely a clue. No name? No background? Not even her usual haunts? And what's up with the harmonica and the sheet music?
The client doesn't seem to have any more info, though it's possible they just don't want to share. But the client did mention if you get stuck, you should try playing the sheet music with the harmonica.
So
Well
we need to
then,
learn how to
I'll
play
leave this commission
music
in
too.
your capable hands. Keep me in the loop if you make any breakthroughs. Just ping me on Knock Knock.
Knock knock.
Finding someone with just a photo and a melody. That's like searching for a needle in a haystack. Got any ideas, Wise?
Let's go to Port Elpis. Of course, Port Elpis.
Maybe we should check Port Elpis. Women with their eyes covered aren't exactly that common. Remember when we visited the sea a while back? I think we saw someone who fit that description. Remember? You were in a bad mood, so we went to the sea to clear our heads. We even bought some fries, but you got distracted by a woman passing by with her eyes covered, and the seagull took the fries right out of your hand.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I remember. She did look a lot like the woman in the photo. And I was just curious, all right? She stood out. How was I supposed to know the seagulls there were so aggressive? Anyway, it's an unexpected lead. Let's check out the port and see if we can dig anything up.
It's such a funny location because it's so small. So like it doesn't take much resources to be there. Oh my god, the moving boo and the that's a moving boo. Bamboo boss, moving boo. Inventory check complete. All the box has been moved. This stuff is so heavy. I'm exhausted. Can I charge my ether battery for a while? Boss, I really love a drink of bamboo coolant. We need to earn enough pennies for stuff like that. Forget it. I know a broken bamboo charging station where we can get free energy. You all look tired, so I'll make an exception and take you there. Nice. Tough money, yo. To Port Elpis. Alright, so we're here. Now let's find this guy. However, we saw the girl a week ago. We saw that girl a week ago, and I don't know if she actually the person we're looking for. Even if she is, it's who knows whatever she's still at the ports now or not. Well, we better get started. Alright, since we don't have any other leads, we might as well. I'll try hacking into the camera here to check if she's been around recently. As for you, Wise, take the photo and ask the locals and passerby around here. Oh, bro, there's a lot of people. Fee? Welcome to Tartar King. Our fries and hot dog combo is hot seller. Would like to give it a try. Have you seen this person? I remember seeing this girl before. Maybe once every 1 or 2 months. I see her wandering around this area. But I never spoken to her. She doesn't seem to interact with anyone around here, so I don't really know much about her background. So she haven't been around recently. I don't think so. I don't remember seeing her recently. Are you looking for her? I can keep an eye out for you. By the way, would you like some fries? Well, the seagulls here always try to steal the fries. Those seagulls have been too active recently. Will they have a negative impact on the sales of our fries? Look like I haven't feed them too much in the future. Look like I shouldn't feed them much in the future. Let's talk to the... Ooh, there's someone up there. I don't think this is the right way to get up there, yeah? Oh, no, this is fine. This room upstairs, someone must be living there, right? If the blindfold lady has appeared around the pores, maybe whoever lives here has seen her. But there seems to be some kind of noise inside. Ooh, hello, have you... Excuse me, have you seen this person? Who? Let me see. Door opens slightly, I carefully hand the photo over. Within 3 seconds, the person returned it. Never seen. Disappear, and the end, everyone would disappear, including me. The door shuts. What was all that about? Oh, it's foggy. However, aside from the few drifting sea breeze, there's nothing here. Only a few stacks, cardboard box. It seems just another storage room. Eyes are now gone. I hope they don't gonna abuse my fishing skill. Yeah, because climbing the spot will find it. Just as you are about to try to open the door leading to the top of the lighthouse, and the gentleman appears behind you. Hey, what do you think you're doing? This lighthouse is currently off limits. No one is allowed to enter. Sorry, I don't know. If I haven't showed up, you would have gone straight in, wouldn't you? This lighthouse haven't been properly maintained for years. If something happened to you, who would have taken responsibility? Besides, what do you need to go up the lighthouse for? I'm looking for someone. Have you seen this person? This girl has been a rather memorable appearance, but I don't remember seeing her around before. I think she might be around here before. Is that so? I used to keep it around the lighthouse. If she was on the dock walkway, I definitely wouldn't have seen her. If you're looking for her, I suggest checking around there. At the very least, I haven't seen her near the lighthouse. Alright, thanks. Oh. Shit, I feel like people down there will have known.
I've got nothing. How about you, Wise?
None. None at all.
Looks like this isn't something that can be solved with a quick trip to the port. But since we're here, how about we try playing the harmonica? I'm not sure what good it'll do, but if it doesn't work, we'll just buy some fries and head back home.
I agree. Playing the harmonica and buying fries, both are officially your job now.
I guess there's no saying no to you.
I guess we're eating fries tonight.
But just so you know, I'm not good at it. So don't blame me if it sounds terrible.
I took like 2 years lesson of harmonica. Oh. It was pretty accurate. Whatever you think, it sounds good at least. The music continued for half a minute.
That was pretty painful. And it didn't do a
Painful was
thing.
pretty good.
Let's just grab some fries and call it a day.
Excuse me. Were you the ones playing the harmonica just now?
Sorry for my brother making a bit of a ruckus. We'll just... Wait. You're the person in the photo. When did you... I didn't even hear any footsteps.
My apologies. Moving quietly is second nature to me. I didn't mean to startle you.
Wait, that's her.
If I may ask, where did you learn that melody?
Bell shoots you a questioning glance. The blindfolded woman from the photo. There it is. Blindfolded woman from the photo actually appeared. What an unexpected surprise. And now what? First thing first, let's bring her home.
Actually,
Back
we're
home.
proxies. The song was given to us by our client. We didn't expect it to help us find you. Our client is looking for you, you see. Why don't we discuss the details somewhere else?
I see. Please lead the way. I'd also like to meet this client of yours.
Ooh, yellow.
Why don't we head back to the store?
Okay, let's go check in with Shepard. Oh, I almost forgot. Your name is...
My real name. I haven't used that in a long
Sharon.
time. But I do have a code name. You can call me Charon.
Charon? Dude, Charon is probably her real name. Her fake name is Trigger, right? There's no way they're gonna call her Trigger. You returned to the video store with the woman who called herself Charon. Charon. Along the way, you introduce yourself and share a bit of your fledgling proxy business.
Miss Charon, I've already contacted the information broker who issued the commission. Once he gets here, it shouldn't be long before you can meet the client. Feel free to have a seat on the couch. I'll grab you something to drink.
Thank you, but please, don't mind me. By the way, the second row from the top on your TV wall, third unit from the left, it has a connection issue. You might want to check it out when you have time.
Let me see. You're right. How did you pick up on that? I thought there was some lag lately.
I rely on my hearing. I lost most of my vision in an accident. I can just about make out the outlines of my surroundings. To move around like an average citizen, I've trained my other senses to be extremely sharp. I heard a faint buzzing sound. By moving around the room and noticing the change in sound, I was able to pinpoint the location of the faulty TV.
Sorry. I hope my question didn't seem rude.
No need to apologize. Vision isn't the only way to perceive the world. As proxies, you two should know that better than most. Anything that can be seen with your eyes can never be considered a secret.
A subtle silence filled the room. It's clear you each have secrets you don't want to share with others. And there's an unspoken understanding between you. As the silence is on the brink of becoming awkward, a knock sounds at the door from outside the shop. A Shepard!
Me again! You two found the target already? Wow, Phaethon, you guys are incredible. If you're always this fast, you could take on anything.
The client didn't come with you?
I didn't expect things to move so quickly either, but it's nothing, really. By the way, didn't the client come with you? Charon here would like to meet them.
Where to start? It's great that you were able to find the woman in the photo, but there's a new problem. I can't get in touch with the client anymore. There's been no reply from his Knock Knock account since yesterday. I brushed it off at first, but there's still no reply today. Just when I thought he might have skipped town, his account suddenly sent me a location, the edge of a hollow. Who sends something like that in normal circumstances?
From what you're saying, it sounds like the client ran into some kind of trouble tied to the hollow.
Oh, we can help.
But we can't jump to conclusions just yet.
Either way, I'll keep trying to reach the client. I hope he's all right. Let's stay in touch for now. We won't be wrapping up this commission for a while.
Extended
Sorry,
job.
but I overheard your conversation. Could you share that location with me? If I investigate the hollow, I might pick up some clues.
You're Miss Charon? No offense, but the hollow isn't somewhere just
Down,
anyone
Shepard.
can waltz into. Without a carrot or combat personnel, it's a death trap.
Hi,
You
I
should
am a
wait.
carrot.
I'm a soldier. I served with the Eridu Defense Force under the Chrysoberyl Division. Even after retiring, I've made countless trips into the hollow. You can trust
Wait,
in my
retiring?
combat skills. The heart rates of you and the two proxies here seem to have just spiked. Don't worry. My military days are far behind me. I have no current ties with them. As for getting into the hollow, proxies, can I request your assistance? I don't know anyone else who could guide me. I'll pay the commission fee as best I can. If you don't want to be involved, that's fine. I'll think of something.
But then she went back to military then, right?
We're just as eager to find the client. After all, no client, no payment. Besides, if we said no, you'd still head into the hollow alone, wouldn't you?
How did you know?
So I was right. You remind me of how Belle and I used to be. So fixated on finding someone that nothing else mattered. Not even your own safety. Well, since Miss Caron wants to investigate, I'm willing to act as the proxy for no additional fee. Just leave it to us, Shepard.
I see. That works for me. With the client still unreachable, my hands are tied. Please, look into the hollow, and be careful.
I'm really sorry for troubling you both. Finding this client is very important to me, so I may have acted a bit out of line just now.
Don't worry about it. Seeing how determined you are to find this person, we can't just sit back and do nothing. Let's work together to find them.
You honestly haven't accessed from the computer for a long time. Let's go. Oh.
I've got your rabbit standing by. You want it? You have. Hey, don't pick me.
A miss?
Is it my loyalty? Let me finish my cup of hot water.
I should probably go in as Trigger alone, but let's give this a shot. Ooh.
Miss Caron, I need some time to calculate the hollow route.
Leave this to me, Proxy. Actually, I've been to this hollow before for reasons. I still remember the way forward clear as day. Yeah.
Oh, why don't you wait just a little longer? Calculating a path doesn't take that long.
You're cornered. It'd be more efficient to retrace a path I've already walked. Please come with me, Proxy.
Stay safe. Have another. Fire support ready. Done. Wide open.
The path ahead. It should be right around here. I wasn't here too long ago.
Now you take.
One moment, Proxy. I might have misremembered. I just need to think.
Sound strategy.
I'm sure you're well aware that hollows undergo periodic spatial distortions and reconstruction.
I'm so glad I grabbed the other instead of just Trigger alone.
Yeah.
That's why each time we enter, we need the most up-to-date carrot.
Copy.
Support in position.
You're not lost because you can't remember.
A perfect conduit.
Fire support.
After you left the hollow, spatial distortion occurred. That's why.
Support in position.
Loyalty.
Time to pin them down.
Now you pay.
Sorry for being so presumptuous, Proxy. I got ahead of myself and made things difficult for you.
Well, I mean, it's only 5 steps, so it shouldn't be too bad. If it's like across the map already and enter fissures and stuff, then that might be a problem.
By the way, Miss Caron, how are you so fluid when you move and fight?
Yeah.
Is it because of your exceptional hearing and tactile senses?
Should I keep moving, or like should I wait for the next dialogue?
That's one part of it. In fact, my eyes gained some unique abilities as they changed. I can't see most things clearly, but I'm able to detect the etheric fluctuations of nearby humans, ethereals, and other objects.
Ah. So you just see differently.
Ether vision activate. I call this ability Ether vision.
That's quite the ability. Given your combat style, those eyes must come in handy on the battlefield, huh?
Oh, it's a little bit far. That's awkward.
Here it goes. You're in my sight. That may be so.
Wait, something's up ahead.
Oh, people. A man and a woman lies collapsed on the ground. And the unmistakable smell of blood emanating from them. Following the source of the scent, you see bullet holes on their bodies. No signs of breathing. Their heartbeats and pulses are completely gone. These two are dead. Cause of death appeared to be severe loss of blood loss from long-range gunshot wounds. Time of death. Probably within the last 1 to 2 hours, just before we entered the hollow. Which means... This isn't just a case of losing contact with our clients. Someone's been killing people in this hollow. Though I don't sense the killer nearby right now, there's still a chance they are active somewhere in the hollow. Proxy, don't stray from my side. I'll keep you safe. I really want to take their body out of the hollow, but without knowing the killer's whereabouts, moving them would be too risky. Proxy, mark these coordinates. Once we confirm the area is safe, we'll come back to retrieve the body. I'm sorry, but the ground must be cold. May you rest in peace.
What could have happened? Who did this?
Given the depth of the wound and the caliber of the bullet, the killer was a sniper, just like me.
The surrounding ether levels have increased significantly. What's going on?
Forward in position.
Hold on. Let me find what's causing the ether level increase. Up ahead, there are multiple devices leaking ether non-stop.
Leaking ether non-stop?
Show no mercy.
It's time.
Those are high-pressure ether storage tanks, filled with highly concentrated ether.
This bullet will reach its mark. Move on.
As soon as the valve is opened, the ether will flow out at a fixed rate. Supporting position.
Let's play a little. Mind the voltage.
We need to fix it beforehand.
High ether concentrations will make the nearby ethereals more active and cause more to show up.
Oh, I see them.
All high-pressure ether tanks have been disabled. We can keep moving.
Oh, there are more people here.
Proxy, there are 4 people over here.
They're alive.
They're all still alive. I'm not detecting any ether fluctuations from any other life forms nearby.
They're still survivors. Charon, can you check their condition?
Confirmed. 1 is seriously injured. A bullet pierced their lung.
Uh-oh.
The other 3? No internal injuries, just a few minor wounds. They're all unconscious. The one with severe wounds. His etheric fluctuations are nearly completely gone. He's beyond saving.
He's about to turn.
Who are you? Help me. It hurts. So cold. I don't want to die.
Is there nothing else we can do? If we contact a hospital and get him out of the hollow right away...
It's a little bit late.
His internal organs are ruptured. He'll bleed out long before we can get him out. No rescue team can beat the clock when life fades this fast.
Am I dying? I just want to go home.
Wait, but who are these? Charon doesn't respond. She sits beside the dying man, holds a harmonica, and begins to play a soft, familiar melody. The tunes echo throughout the hollow, heavy with the sense of blood. It's the song recorded on the client's sheet's music. As the harmonica's gentle notes filled the air, the dying man stopped groaning, simply listening until his eyes closed forever. Wait.
What's wrong? You seem like you're in pain.
I'm fine, don't worry about me. As I mentioned before, these eyes of mine have their uses, but they bring just as much inconvenience. The rejection reaction you saw just now is one of them. Staring into death. It's not something I handle well.
My
Hey,
head.
they're waking up.
Where am I? Who are you people? I remember now. There was a madman, a lunatic who tied me up and dragged me into the hollow. You're not.
I'm not the lunatic you're talking about. Can you stand? There are 2 more unconscious survivors here. If you can, help us carry one of them. Let's get out of here together.
Leave? We can leave this place? What about that lunatic who shot at me from the shadows?
Leave the hollow first.
Looks like the person behind this has already left. Charon, let's get the survivors out of here. Follow me.
So only 3 survivor and 3 dead. Wow, 50-50. Feedy. But why is 3 people alive though? Exhausted and unable to carry any more bodies, you recorded the coordinates of the few of the corpse. Once this is all over, you should make sure to report them anonymously to the PubSec. With Charon, you keep your guards up along the 3 survivors, eventually arriving at the abandoned metro station in front of the late Twin Roads. Proxy, let's take a short break here. The area around the Ballet Twins has been abandoned due to the hollow disaster, and no one likely to be around. It's secluded and safe. Make a perfect place for the conversation. Those 3 survivors. Yeah, I know. They just escaped from a killer, so they will need to check on their injury and mental well-being. Could one of them be the clients? Unfortunately, I don't think so. After they woke up and saw me, they didn't have any particular reaction. If they were the one who assigned the commission to find me, they should have recognized me to some extent. Proxy, I'll keep watch around here and be on the lookout for the perpetrator trying to track us to or attempting to ambush us. Could you please have a brief conversation with the 3 survivors? I think they might have information on the perpetrator. And to be honest, I think they might. No, it's probably just my imagination. Damn, she's tall. She's about the same height as Weiss. Thank goodness. I can't believe it. I'm still alive and out of the hollow. Oh, me? I'm Jesse. I'm so grateful you were there to save me. When that maniac was chasing me and sniping at me, I really thought I was done for. Go ahead and ask, although I really don't want to remember what just happened. You did save me. You did save my life. How were you kidnapped and brought to the hollow? I was tricked. I received an anonymous message telling me that there was a big job I could do, asking me to meet in an alley on 6th Street. And I just arrived at the agreed spot and was waiting when someone hit me from the behind and knocked me out. When I woke up, I was already in that hollow and my hands and feet are tied. Wait, I mean he's a proxy. What do you experience? How are your injuries first? Dehydrated but nothing bad. Seriously, what's up with that maniac? What did I ever do to them that made them go through so much trouble to set up a trap, kidnap me, and then throw me into the hollow to slowly execute me? And that's all you want to ask? Well, anyway, thank you all. If you had come any later, I think all 3 of us would have been killed by that maniac. Who are the girl? Who? Your emotions are getting too intense. The wound might be opened. I still feel like I'm going to throw up. The fear that someone was still trying to shoot me, it just wouldn't go away. I'm okay. Do you save us? I just about to hold up. I have more or less recovered from the shock. I remember you. You were looking someone around Port Elpis, weren't you? Oh, she's the fries lady. No? No, she's not. Who am I kidding? She is the fries lady, I think. But then misunderstood something. I'm embarrassed. I never thought we'd meet again. My name is Soul. Aaron. Just call me Aaron. Erin. I feel nauseous again. I managed to hold it in. Do you want to ask us something? How do you get kidnapped? For me, you know, I was sightseeing at Port Elpis earlier. After that, I was on my way back home, driving along a deserted road when I seemed to hit something. When I got out of my car to check, just a few seconds after I got out of the car, someone hit me from behind and knocked me out. I still have a bump on my head. You can feel it. Let me take a look. There really is a bump on the back of your head. As for me, I was sitting at home with my friend when someone probably opened the lock and tampered with our food and water or something. I don't know what they did exactly, but shortly after we ate, we both passed out. Were we the only 3 rescued from the hollow? Do you see another woman? What happened to you in the hollow? I go first. After I woke up, I found myself tied up, lying alone in the corner of the hollow with Ethereal wandering nearby. If I didn't make an escape, then I'll be doomed. So I found something sharp and cut through the rope. After freeing myself, I was about to run when a bullet grazed the top of my head from above. That's when I realized someone had been watching me all along. The same happened to me. When I woke up, my limp was tied. And Ethereal were already closing in. Fortunately, the rope weren't tied too tightly. I used a broken iron railing nearby and eventually managed to cut through them. But I barely ran a few steps when a bullet hit my left arm. I could only grit my teeth and run for my life. If she keeps talking, she will throw up again. The maniac shooting from the shadow. They seem to only take pleasure in watching our frantic attempt to escape. They could have just killed us right there, but they deliberately aim each other slightly off target, giving us just enough strength to keep struggling. Under the threat of the Ethereal chasing me, the sniper's fire, I don't even know how long I ran. Eventually, I managed to reach an area where the Ethereal were less active. But that mania shocked me with a tranquilizer, and I passed out again. Same here, now that I think about it, we must have both passed out in the same area. Same area, huh? Were they leading them there for a reason? After a brief check on the 3 survivors, you share what you learned from with Charon. She then called the 3 over.
Thank you all for assisting me, even though I'm a stranger. You've given me valuable information.
It's the least we can do after you saved our lives. If there's anything else you want to ask, go right ahead.
I do have some questions left to ask. Before that, could the 3 of you introduce yourselves? I'd like to see if there's a pattern to how the killer chose their targets.
I'll go first. My name's Zoe. I used to be a soldier in the Defense Force, but now I'm just working a regular desk job at a private company.
Force.
Don't let that fool you, though. I've earned my stripes.
I'm Jesse, currently working as an Internaut information broker.
Yeah,
I'm still pretty new at it, though, so I can't think of any reason someone would target me.
My turn? I'm Erin. I was also in the Defense Force, but now I'm unemployed. Actually, I have a question for you all. Did you see my friend when you were in the Hollow? She's about my height, with shoulder-length blonde hair and a mole under her eye. We were kidnapped together, but I can't find her anywhere now.
If I'm not mistaken, we didn't come across anyone like that in the Hollow, among both the survivors or the bodies.
It's all right. I'll keep looking. I hope she's okay. We were always inseparable. We even planned to visit Scott Outpost together for Remembrance Day. I never thought something like this would happen.
Hey, hero. How you doing? Just doing the
Wednesday?
trigger story today,
What's
so
that?
I don't have to
As
drag
the
it too
name
long.
suggests, it's a day organized by the Defense Force for the families of deceased soldiers and veterans.
So they all fit
People gather to mourn their loved
soldiers.
ones who died in the fall of the old capital and find comfort in each other's company.
I didn't know the Defense Force did that. Huh. Maybe I should go check it out.
Then why is Jessie the only weird
If
one
I
here?
can't find her anywhere else, I'll head to Remember and stay alone. Maybe she'll show up there.
Was your missing friend also a member of the Defense Force?
Oh shoot!
Yes,
What
she
movie
and
do
I
you
were in the
watch?
same squad. Obsidian Division's Cartis squad.
So this is attack target on defense force. Wait, Jessie wasn't in the defense force.
This sounds like a series of murders
girl in
targeting
the
the
yard.
Defense Force.
Interesting.
But then, Jessie wasn't with the Defense Force.
No, you're probably not far off.
Oh, I think
Jesse claims to have been up front, but he neglected to mention
saw
he
a lot
was
of
once part
ads
of the
about it.
Defense Force. Right, Jesse?
Well, that's...
how was it? I'm not too big
I
fan.
just don't like bringing up my past in the Defense Force. It's not like I'm trying to hide it. They're just memories from my time there that I'd rather forget. I was part of Obsidian Division's Noct Squad. That's the absolute truth.
I was also in the Obsidian Division,
Ooh.
Impera Squad.
Wait,
I don't know
oh.
who those who died in the Hollow were, but it seems the killer really is targeting members of the Defense Force.
Wait a second. If I remember correctly, during the fall of the old capital, didn't our 3 squads work together on a mission outside Hollow Zero?
We did? I don't really remember.
I have a vague memory of it, but there were so many people on the mission, I don't remember your faces.
Thank you all for the information. I'm starting to see a pattern in the killer's choice of targets. But there's something else I need to ask. I came to this hollow because someone I'm searching for sent me its location. And that person was likely being held by the killer as well. Did you happen to see anyone else?
Interesting movie. I haven't really looked into a horror movie too much. The 3 survivors exchanged confused glances before shaking their heads at Charon. But I know a
You're
friend
not
of mine
giving
really
us
likes
much to
horror
go on.
movies, so
At least tell us what kind of person you're looking
There's a
for.
chance.
Male or female, what they look like. Can't offer much help without that.
see in the future or something.
Sorry, I don't have much else to share.
Interesting.
Even so, if any of you remember anything else that may be useful, please let me know. This is very important to me.
You don't even know who they are, yet you're so determined to find them. Is it really going to be an issue if you can't find this person?
Maybe. I've been searching for someone for a long time. They might be the key to achieving my goal.
I see. Whatever happens, I hope you find them. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Thank you. But please, prioritize your own safety. If the killer is targeting former Defense Force members, there's a good chance they'll come after you again. Stay vigilant.
That's kind of crazy because what's her name? Erin. Not Erin. I think Soul was very clear on
Of course. Once I've checked
Detailed
out
that
Remembrance Day,
connects
I'm
each
locking
other-
myself in
connecting
my
the
room and
dot.
throwing away the key.
even after questioning those 3 survivors, it seems the clue we gather are still not enough. Our goal is to find the missing clients. Right now, we only know that he was likely kidnapped by the perpetrator. But we have no idea who the perpetrator is or where they went. Karen, do you have any ideas? I think the other proxy is right. The information the 3 survivor provide is limited. With our current information, it's hard to deduce where we should go next to find the clients. Our clues have run dry. But we still got something out of it. At least we now know the same characteristics of the perpetrators. A sadistic sniper with a grudge against the Defense Force. We're meticulous in planning, avoid open confrontations, and are obsessed with committing crimes in the Hollow. With 3 characteristics and the Hollow's coordinates, we might be able to deduce in the general area where the perpetrator operates, as well as a potential base where they might have placed the kidnapped victims. That will take quite a lot of time. Yeah, and while we narrow down the search, the perpetrator might continue committing more crimes. Charon sees someone agitated. The lack of clues plunges you all into silence, just as you are about to accept reality and start organizing the current clues to narrow down the search. The door to the video store suddenly opens. Shepherds? Shepherds! Someone's here. Weiss! I think it's Shepard. He's at the counter. The intelligence broker might have something important to tell us. Proxy. Let's talk to him first. And he also defeated.
Phaethon, you've already been to the
I
Hollow
guess,
and
but
made it back
defeated, I
safely.
guess. Just lots of running.
Did you run all the way here? Do you need a moment? We've already been to the Hollow, but unfortunately, we haven't found the client yet.
I'm fine. Did you find any clues there?
Oh, well, a lot of people are
traces
dead.
left behind. Signs of a kidnapping. It's very likely the client was involved.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's...
That's right. It seems the client was kidnapped, taken into the Hollow, and later moved again. We're still looking for more clues. So, what made you rush over to the store?
Well, just take a look for yourself.
Oh? Shepard showed you his phone. About 10 minutes ago, the missing client sent him another location on Knock Knock. There were no other message.
I checked a map of New Eridu. This spot, it's another Hollow entrance.
This feels off.
We were just stressing over a lack of leads, and now one conveniently falls into our laps? Something about this feels off.
Yeah, I feel
You're
like they're
sure
baiting
it's just
Trigger.
disappearance for now, and nothing more serious has happened, right? If that's the case, the situation is still manageable. No matter how shaky the clue is, let's keep investigating. Just be careful. Any casualties, and this will become something beyond our control. At that point, stop the commission and contact me. I'll bring in some professional Hollow experts to deal with the situation.
Professional. Shepard hurried out again. You turn to Charon, who seems unsettled. Has she held back the full truth from Shepard to avoid having the search hands off to someone else?
Thank you for not revealing what really happened to that information broker.
It's nothing, but why?
Don't mention it, but
Oh.
why keep secrets? From a practical standpoint, wouldn't calling for backup have been the safer move?
The killer is a sniper who has no qualms about taking lives. Judging by the victim's injuries, it's clear they know how to deal a fatal blow and how to inflict pain without causing death. Most Hollow Raiders lack experience dealing with snipers. If they encounter the killer, it's likely to end in a difficult fight, or worse, casualties. And besides, asking for help from others would only delay the search. The client is at risk right now, so I think we should follow the clues and enter the Hollow as soon as possible to ensure their safety.
Yeah, what is of a trap? I feel like it's set up for her. Either she is the sniper, or to set up a trap for Proxy, or the other way, or she is the target.
I may have kept it from Shepard, but I have to admit, it's too dangerous. That location message seems cagey. It could be a trap to lure us in.
I understand, I really do. But what if we're late and something happens to the client?
Why is the client so important to you, Charon? Would you be willing to tell us? Are you so set on finding them because they're connected to the person you've been looking for?
The client's true identity might be the very person I've been looking for. And if not, they most certainly have some vital information.
Oh, she
Since
is looking for
leaving the
someone.
military, I've spent years searching for my missing teammates. They were more than just comrades who trusted me with their lives. To me,
I wonder
someone
who.
raised as an orphan They were family. I've scoured countless hollows and every corner of New Eridu to find them, but I've never found a single lead.
I want to get Trigger,
Until
but
I met you and
I
heard
already
that
win a
melody
lot
on
of
the
roles for him
harmonica.
and didn't get her.
It's called Homecoming. My squad leader composed it. Only our squad knew it. And yet that client of yours not only
If
knows
anything,
the song,
Vivian is coming out
but
soon,
also
so.
gave you the sheet music. Please, Proxy. This client
But
is
getting
the
Trigger
only
might be
lead I have
beneficial for
left.
me.
I'm certain my teammates are still alive. If this trail goes cold, I don't know when I'll get another chance to reunite with them.
If they're still alive, could there really be no trace of them after all these years? I'll gaze towards you since that conveys such a question. But then thinking about it, how you're also searching for your teacher, it doesn't seem to be it doesn't seem all that hard to understand.
I understand how anxious you must be right now. We can help you, but we really need to be careful this time.
Thank you, Proxy. I feel much better knowing I have your support. You can trust me. I'll protect you if the killer is really waiting for us in the Hollow. We'll make it out in one piece.
Alright, we're going back into the Hollow. Invitation to kill.
I have this standing by. I've got your rat numbers here, officer. And you, my loyalty. Okay. Let me finish my cup of hot water.
Looks like there's something here. Is this a communicator?
Yeah, I feel like the client is
Proxy,
the one.
Look at this. A communicator left right at the Hollow's entrance.
Why is there a communicator
Yeah, so
here?
sus.
It doesn't look like it was left behind randomly.
There's hardly any dust on its surface, which means it was only placed here recently. It looks like someone wants us to use it.
Ah, such decisiveness.
Ooh.
Following random location info without even thinking twice. I'm glad, Sniper of Liar Squad.
Liar Squad.
Who are you? And the Sniper of Liar Squad? Are you talking about Charon?
Sniper. Or should I say Charon now? Haven't you shared your past with our dear Proxy? If introductions aren't your strong suit, I'd be happy to show you how. You can call me Grim Vulture, the one behind this string of murders. You see, I've been working my way down a list, crossing off names. And now, Charon of Liar Squad, your name is next.
Looks like you've done your homework on me. Just because my presence interfered with your plan, you've decided to take me out for good?
I thought you were just going to be another obstacle in my way. And now, with you in my
But
sights,
why?
this must be some kind of destiny.
I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I'm looking for someone. Given that you're waiting at the Hollow entrance they shared, I'm guessing you have them. If you hand them over, perhaps we can make a
Her
deal.
visor is red. She's angry. Charon suddenly dodged to the side and raised her gun and fired, using her body to shield Eos. In the same instant, a bullet flies past her and hit the ground. The shot flew off. That's a typo. Her shot flew off into the distance. And there's only one thing, and that's for sure. It didn't hit Grim Vulture.
So your version of making a deal is stalling for time to locate me and lining up your shot? Can't say I'm surprised. After all, that's exactly what I plan to do too. You seem to
Interesting.
have rather unique eyes, but you'll never get the chance to hit me. After all, no one's better at counter-sniping than me.
Ooh.
Seems talking won't resolve this, but I'm not averse to using force.
Now that's the spirit. If you're looking for someone, why not search the hollow for clues? Providing you can survive both my attacks and those of the ethereals, of course. Oh, and I've prepared a little gift for all your trouble. I hope you still have that determined look on your face after seeing it.
What is the gift?
Yeah.
Watch out for Grim Vulture taking shots from afar.
Ether vision activating.
Is there nothing we can do?
Mind the blind spot.
This will cost extra. I'll take. Have another. Them down.
I found a box. Something feels off about it.
I don't know why this box. A rather creepy box. It's give off an unsettling stench. You have a bad feeling that open it would be asking for trouble. You glance at Charon beside you, who has fallen silent. Clearly she having the same feeling. Right now she hesitates about whether open this box. Charon opened the box anyway. A bloodstained tattoo military cap, carelessly crumbled and stuffed in the corner of the box. Though the owner's identity remained unknown, the message it conveys can only mean one thing: death. Don't touch what's in the box. Charon reached out and picked up the military cap from the box. Her finger traced shapes, the lip tremble. I'm okay, Proxy. If my sense of touch isn't deceiving me, this appeared to be an outfit my former teammate wear, or a replica of it. So this is the surprise Grim Vulture mentioned. I see now. Let's keep moving, Proxy. Charon goes silent. Yet as she chamber another round, you can sense her hand tremble slightly, while her grip grows even stronger. This is interesting because she cannot see, so she cannot confirm.
You still remember what's inside the box, right?
But
The loyalty, the one Styx always wore.
we can see, but we can't confirm.
Curious as to how he died? I'll tell you. He took his own life.
Oh,
No, it wasn't much different from being owned by ethereals.
Time.
Copy.
Ethereals had almost completely taken over his body. He was being corrupted, covered in ether crystals. His core was fully formed.
Right over.
He didn't want to become a ethereal, so he raised the cannon he was oh so proud of with just one last shell and
Another high-pressure ether tank. And a lot of ethereals have already been drawn to it.
Leave it to... We did it, Proxy. Let's keep moving.
The second box emanates an ominous aurora. The unsettling stench seems to warn you that its contents, just like the previous box, will give you an absolute wrench experience. Charon's breath grows heavy. She stands still for several seconds, seemingly trying to control her emotional turmoil. Charon, don't push yourself. Finally, she opened the box. A pair of bloodstained, tattered military gloves lie twisted in the center of the box. It clears that whoever placed them here haven't just tossed them in carelessly. There had been deliberately arranged the malicious intent. Charon picked up the gloves, once again feeling their contours, an icy touch. Her lips turned pale. Just as I thought, these are from one of my squad mates too. Charon. Let's keep moving, Proxy. Following this route should lead us to Grim Vulture's hideouts. I'm fine. Charon picked up her weapon again, but there was an unmistakable tremor of unease in her voice.
Acheron's favorite gloves.
Acheron's?
It wasn't easy getting my hands on them. As expected of such a famous, beautiful commander, even her gloves are stylish.
More chaos! Sounds better.
Such a pity. In the end, both her hands were missing. Oh, don't you think that's a shame, little sniper?
Stay on your feet.
Such beautiful hands, but they could no longer hold the sword. Materials gnawed on her arms, and part of her leg as well.
You better thank me.
But she still has the backbone. She stood tall, even in death.
She?
It's just as I said. She died from multiple fatal wounds. Even the most beautiful gloves will wither without protection. Do you think I'm telling the truth or a lie this time?
How long do you intend to keep up this game of cat and mouse?
I can't see a sniper.
I'll be coming to your hideout soon. Wipe that smile off your face and wait. Wait and see what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Good reaction. Hurry up, then. I've got one final surprise waiting for you.
It's the same problem that we can't confirm it's actually her teammate that died.
I'm sure you figured out the route to get to me. That's right. The surprise is at the end of the road.
There's still a third box. You grab Charon's hand, trying to stop her from opening it, but she lifted the box lid almost mechanically. The third box contained a blood-stained corner of clothing and a severely damaged piece of engineering equipment, also stained with blood. Charon picked them up, her trembling finger feeling the shapes. She doesn't speak, neither about the plan for pursuing Grim Vulture, nor about which of her companions these items belongs to. And the communicator in her hand rang again with Grim Vulture's voice.
Congratulations! You found the third box. Inside is... Who was it again? Oh, right. A piece of bloody fabric from Cocytus's clothes and some damaged engineering gear stained with Leafy's blood.
Leafy's blood?
There weren't enough boxes, so I had to cram them together. You're just a medic and an engineer, not exactly combat material, right? Surely you're not mad, are you?
Charon's face turned deathly pale. She silently picked up the bloody item from the box. Her spirit visibly shaken by the weight of these ominous relics. Enough.
That's enough. Using her squadmates who are like family to mentally torture her. How much longer are you planning on doing this?
Oh dear. Did I go too far? My sincerest apologies. It's just, watching you plunge headfirst into my trap was so entertaining. I may have gotten a bit carried away, you know? Relax. The person you're looking for isn't here, and those are just fakes. I didn't actually take them from her comrades. Her comrades are long since corpses in the hollow, after all. How could I possibly have gotten hold of their clothes?
A surge of rage threatened to drown all thought, just as you are about to retort. A crisp gunshot right now. Charon's shot is clean and decisive, carrying an unmistakable intent to kill. But from the response on the other side and of the communicator, it seems she missed the target.
Oh, a decisive strike to be sure. But as I've already said, your awareness, sight, and experience mean nothing
Sight.
in front of a more skilled sniper.
But she's blind. That she's mad. Her mask is full red.
I didn't expect to kill you so easily. There was a subtle change in your ether fluctuations the moment I fired. That was all I needed. You knowing my past makes me feel sick. But after seeing that you're just a coward who feels fear from another's killing intent, it doesn't bother me as much anymore.
Coward, you say? How fascinating. You were little more than a hollow shell before. But now that you've bared your teeth, you've started looking somewhat respectable. I know your composure is nothing more than a facade. You've never truly faced the weight of your comrades' deaths, have you? I bet your mind is now filled with their dying screams.
We both believe her squad is still alive. You can stop with the lies. Why are you so fixated on Charon? Just because she used to serve in the defense force? She has nothing to do with your target.
Nothing to do with it. Then why don't you go ask her about it? What surprises me more is you actually believe her teammates are still alive. Don't tell me she dragged you into all this danger without telling you anything.
Shut up.
Ooh.
If she won't tell you, I will. Those so-called alive squad mates of hers went missing during the fall of the old capital. I'm sure you know exactly what that means. When the old capital fell, countless Defense Force soldiers were either killed by ethereals or became them.
Yeah, there's some.
Surviving soldiers, struggling to defend themselves, never had the opportunity to carry their comrades' bodies out of Hollow Zero.
Ooh. Oh, this is straight down from
Our
Hollow Zero.
squad mates,
About
the
Hollow
members
Zero.
of Liar Squad, were among the dead. But since their bodies were never found, she insists they're still alive. Even going as far as to deceive her own proxy. It's laughable.
I didn't lie to the proxy. They're alive. I have proof. Someone like you could never understand.
I could never understand? You think it's hard to understand your childish thought process? If you really have solid proof, why not tell me? Come on, let's hear it!
My eyes. I lost nearly 90% of my vision during the fall of the old capital. But in return, I gained the ability to see what others can't. Every second of every day for years, I've seen my squad mates. Not as fleeting shadows, but vivid and lifelike. They've never disappeared. They're alive, waiting for me to find them. Why else would I have been given these eyes?
That's your proof? Did you hear that? Proxy hiding in the bamboo. She spent years chasing after people who couldn't possibly exist, all because of some ghostly visions. You'd rather believe those visions of your teammates are real-time projections than accept that they're dead. What if I told you the way I described their deaths before was the absolute truth? Will you finally face reality? Or will you keep fooling yourself, believing in...
To be honest, the fall of Capital has been a while, so those body might not even be their real body.
I'm not lying to myself.
So there's still a chance. I believe.
Really want to find your squad mates who have been missing for years and were officially declared dead? You couldn't protect them when the old capital fell, and now you're just making up stories to fool yourself. To give yourself some so-called reason to go on, to latch on to any stupid excuse. You're just a selfish, naive coward who did nothing and couldn't do anything when your comrades were dying.
Charon stands there, speechless. Grim Vulture's relentless verbal assault has clearly struck home. The little color that had briefly...
Giving up
Oh,
already?
I forget to turn off.
At least you've got a shred of dignity left.
Hold on. Briefly returned to her face drain away, leaving her visibly shaken, unable to muster a single word in reputal.
Nothing disgusts me more than a useless hypocrite. Enough of this. Time to die, coward.
Charon is not a coward. Someone who enters the Hollows despite the condition of their eyes is anything but a coward. At the very least, she's far braver than a criminal like you, who hides in the shadows, enjoys torturing others, and is constantly in fear of being caught.
Proxy,
Your proxy sure has a way with words. I won't waste any more of my breath. Just die already.
I've completed analysis of the surrounding fissures. Charon, step out of it. We can use that fissure to escape.
Fissures? When did you... Still trying to play tricks.
With no hope of counterattack, you practically drag Charon's turning to run towards the fissure that had escaped Grim Vulture's notice. Just as the bullet is about to strike, you manage to escape through the fissures. Ooh. So partially it is possible that her teammate is dead, but there's absolutely no evidence of them being like dead, so it's still technically, I guess the right term is missing in action. You escape from the hollow and return to the video store, bringing along Charon, who lost all will to fight. She seems more traumatized than you imagine, repeatedly touching her eyes silence and distance. I too would feel stumped that they die or something.
Charon? Do you want some hot cocoa? I'm sure you're exhausted after such a tough fight. You should get some rest.
thanks, but I'm fine.
You know, I'm really surprised they actually be dead. I'm just overthinking that, like, there'll be, like, some insane plot twist or something.
Don't listen to Grim Vulture. They'd say anything to get under your skin. Once we start doubting the truth, we've fallen into their trap.
No, Proxy. I think Grim Vulture has a point. Maybe it's all just in my head. The things Grim Vulture left. When I touched them, I was reminded of the day the old capital fell. I felt the same sensation when I touched an injured comrade. I tried to shake off that feeling, but the truth is, I can't stop thinking about the possibility that all my squad mates are dead.
The day the old capital fell, what happened back then?
Would you be willing to share
Ooh,
more?
more backstory.
What really happened on the day the old capital fell with you and the Liar Squad?
That day, in the first hour Hollow Zero started expanding, Defense Force HQ thought it was just a normal Hollow disaster, and thought they could suppress it with the standard amount of troops. Liar Squad was among the first troops sent there. Before we left, our superiors promised reinforcements would be on the way to support us in combat, so we didn't need to worry too much about facing the Ethereals. But soon after we began the mission, we realized things weren't going to go like we thought. The Ethereals came at us like an endless tide. The Hollow expanded beyond control, and more importantly, the reinforcements never came. The Defense Force troops outside the Hollow soon realized this was no ordinary disaster. Hollow Zero was devouring Eridu at horrifying speed. The reinforcement plan was called off, and the promised troops retreated. Honestly,
But I thought they said there's
even if they had
3
come to
squad
help,
that day.
it wouldn't have changed anything. I watched as members of
3
the
to 4.
advanced force around me died one after another, or were corrupted into ethereals. Our squad slowly lost the strength to maintain formation. I was a weak point in our formation. An ether shot fired by an ethereal hit my eyes, corrupting them. Because of that and several other wounds, I shortly lost consciousness. I'm not sure how long I was out, but just before losing my vision, I briefly regained consciousness. The last thing my eyes saw was my squad mate standing in front of me. Looking back, when I woke up again, I was already back at base. The higher-ups detonated the Shiryu pillars, and finally managed to bring Hollow Zero under control. I don't know who rescued me from the Hollow, but none of my squad mates had made it out. For some reason, the image of my squad mates being the last thing I saw has stayed in my mind. It must be some kind of sign. A sign that they're still alive. Don't you think? They must have continued fighting after I fell unconscious, eventually getting lost in some hollow and losing contact with the main force, left to wander between the various hollows of New Eridu. That must have been what happened, right? The defense force? Civilians? No one believes me. So I decided to find them myself. The reason behind these eyes. It's got to be to guide me to finding them still alive. Am I wrong, Proxy? Are these eyes pointless? I knew that's what you thought. Interpreting what my eyes see as proof my squad mates are still alive is just wishful thinking. But if they're really gone, why would I have been given these eyes, which bring nothing but pain? If they're truly no longer alive, how can I apologize to them in person? Tell them I'm sorry. Sorry for being so weak. Sorry that I failed to protect them. Their faces are all so blurry. I can't see their expressions. I can't even bear to look at them. If their final look at me was filled with resentment and disappointment, I wouldn't know how to handle it.
Damn, here come the Giga Chat move.
Charon, listen to me. Even if everyone else thinks you're wrong, Belle and I will always stand by your resolve to find your squad mates. You don't need to make any justifications. Because someone close to us is missing too. And we desperately hope she's still alive. Even if the whole world doesn't understand, we will never give up. But I also think, being consumed by this obsession, unable to move forward, that's not what those who matter to us would want.
That's right. Charon, you're a very kind person. Maybe that's why you feel responsible for protecting everyone, and regret when you can't do enough. But you don't have to carry it all on your own.
Yeah, you can trust us to have your back. We're certain that Grim Vulture hasn't killed the client yet. As long as we have a lead, there's still hope, and we'll be your support. Your will and determination shouldn't be dismissed. No matter how things turn out, we'll stand by your side, and we'll face it together.
Proxy, thank you. I feel better now.
That's one hell of a
At the very
quote,
least, I want to keep investigating.
speech.
I'm not just going to stop here.
With the tension easing, it's time to discuss the plan going forward. Just then the phone rang.
Sorry to disturb you at this hour. Did you go investigate that new hollow? How's it going?
Well, Shepard's awfully known.
Never mind. The client just shared a new location with me on
The
They're pretty eager, huh? Which hollow is it this time?
No, it's not a hollow. If I'm reading this right, this location is Scott Outpost.
Scott Outpost? Isn't that managed by the Defense Force and White Star Institute? What's Grim Vulture up to?
It's Remembrance Day. Don't you recall what Aaron said before? They're holding an event right now, and the place will be open to the public.
So they're not trying to lure us into a hollow this time. What's the deal? Are they trying to taunt us?
Whether it's a provocation or a trap, I'm not missing any chance to face Grim Vulture. Proxy, will you go with me?
Oh, heck yeah. The official commencement of the Remembrance Days has been scheduled for tomorrow morning, meaning ordinary citizens still cannot freely enter Scott Outpost today. On the arrangement, Charon spent the night at the store the next morning. Nice. I'll be heading to the outpost with Charon soon. You rest well last night? Yes. That's great. After everything we've been through, I'm worried that you haven't been able to get enough rest. Anyway, Charon's already waiting for you in the parking lot. I wonder how she's feeling now. Wise, please take good care of her when time comes, okay? The car's in a different spot than usual, I think. So, good morning, Proxy. Dude, it's still like in the evening. Yes, I did. Sorry, Proxy, for losing my composure in the front of you yesterday. I think I got in my mood back in order now. It's very good. I am very curious if the squad is actually alive or dead, of how she see it, and what exactly happened. Who is the person that's trying to snipe Charon, right? Because right now it feels like whoever targeted Charon obviously know Charon well. So that means could be one of the squad that's still alive, or what exactly happened after she fainted? Like there's a gap between after she fainted and then when she woke up of them like bring Hollow Zero into control. So we have no idea what happened. I'm kind of curious what happened. It seems I can't hide it from you, Proxy. I'm sorry. I think I'm still struggling to process this sadness and unease. I'm not sure where I should go from here. Take your time to unravel your confusion. Let's find a way forward together. Yeah, you're right. Instead of continuing to suffer, it's better to reach out and grasp all hope we can find around us. Maybe things will eventually change. Let's go, Proxy. Today we'll be attending Remembrance Days as ordinary citizens, so we can't carry any weapon. I suppose Green Vulture wouldn't be foolish enough to make a move inside a military stronghold. Let's keep an eye out while we're there. I believe we should be able to find a clue. A new clue. You arrive at Scott Outpost with Charon. Many citizens have come to Remembrance Day. They must be the relatives of those who gave their lives during the fall of the old capital. For some reason, after coming here, Charon's has been acting a bit strange. Proxy, can you explore this place later? Explore this place later? No, it's nothing. Alright, I'll say it. It seems like there are some familiar faces here. Would it be nice to meet them? I don't think I can face them. If I'm not mistaken, they should be the family members of my teammates. I don't know how I should face them. You have to face them sooner or later. I know, but I'll be there. That's kind of crazy. We only known each other for 2 days. I will go and talk to them, Proxy. You don't have to say anything. Just stay by my side and give me the courage to speak. Let's start with this first. Sita Sally. Wait a moment. That eye cover, that blonde hair, could be my husband Sting's teammate? Stings, are you Mrs. Sally, Sting's wife? Yes, my daughter and I came to attend Remembrance Days. The last time I saw you was right after the fall of the old capital. I never expect to see you again here together. Your daughter, is this your daughter, Sita? Sita, this is your dad's comrade from the Defense Force. Every time he went to the battlefield, she would be there to protect him. To protect him, comrade? If that's so, why didn't you protect my dad during the fall of the old capital? I knew this would happen! Why do you let him die and make him unable to come back to me? Sita, I'm sorry, I couldn't protect him. Don't listen to what Sita's saying. She doesn't understand. I've never blamed you. Please, don't say that. Bad. Sita, you can't say such hurtful thing. I apologize right now. Why should I apologize? She survived, but dad didn't. Isn't that the truth? If it weren't for her abandoning him, Dad could have come back safely. Enough. You don't know what happened back then. Miss Sally, I don't think she's wrong. Please don't think that way. I'll make sure to bring her to apologize to you later. I need to explain to her what really happened. I'm really sorry. Please, don't let us keep you. Go and explore the Remembrance Days even for now. Please remember, all your comrades, including my husband, would want to see the hope they left behind. Ooh, no, old lady. My son. Can you see me now? I'm doing well. My legs and feet are fine. I just miss you so much. Excuse me, are you Kokaitis' mother? Etho? Oh, you are. Oh, I recognize you. I saw you once in the military camp after the fall of the old capital. He was Kokaitis' teammates, one of the survivors. I've been wanting to get in touch with you over the years to see how you've been. I never heard from you. I didn't expect to meet you here at Remembrance Day. I guess this is fate. Miss Etho, is your health still? I'm in good health. Fortunately, everything is fine. Although I'm the only one left in the family, the pension from the government is enough. I still have some year in me. I'm sorry. Courtesy, child, you don't need to apologize. My sons may appear carefree on the surface, but he always felt so much pressure. One day, he suddenly told me that he had found a companion who truly understood him. I believe he was talking about you. Could I possibly blame you? Someone who to help my son. It's such a blessing. You, a kind-hearted person, are alive and standing here today. I'm so glad. Child, don't worry about me. Since you're here for Remembrance Days, take your time to walk around and look around. I'll help you find something meaningful. Alan. Someone's... Oh, Akron's our brother. You Alan's? Akron's brother? How did you know? Who are you? Wait, your eyes covered. So you're Akron's sole survivor teammates. I remember you. We met once after the fall of the old capital. Well, he's dead now, so... It's just a different way of saying... A different Akron. After that, I didn't hear anything about you again. I never expected to meet you here. This plushies. It's an Akron flavored plushie. She always kept it in the most Oh, it's a she! The most prominent spot in her room. I brought it along here as I bring my sister's shadows to participate in Remembrance Day. I'm sorry, Mr. Allen. You don't need to apologize. I still remember one time when my sister came out excitedly telling me that a shy new girl had joined the squad. The girl didn't speak much, but she was beautiful in battle. That was the happiest I ever seen her. Yeah, me too. It's a little bit much, but it is Remembrance Day, so. To her, you were a presence that inspired admirations and a desire not to fall behind. A beautiful soldier who gave her the drive to keep moving forward. You don't have to apologize to me. If my sister were here, she'd have surely said the same thing. Please don't mind me too much. The Defense Force has made a lot of preparation for the Remembrance Day events. Please take your time here. That is 3 teammates. I think there's another one, right? To your surprise, many relatives of deceased Liar Squad members are here for the Remembrance Day events. Is this really just a coincidence? As you ponder this question, the relatives have gathered in front of Charon.
Miss, I'm sorry for being mean to you before. Mom told me you were protecting Dad until the very last moment before you passed out. I shouldn't have said you left him to die.
I'm really sorry. Zeta was really young when it happened, so she was too little to understand, and I haven't really talked about it. I hope she didn't upset you.
No, she was right. If only I'd been strong enough to take down most of the ethereals. Maybe they wouldn't have ended up in that situation.
Oh, that's not fair. The old capital was falling. No single person's strength could ever be the deciding factor in the face of a disaster like that.
Consider Hollister was still around, so...
In spite of it all, you survived. If they were still here, I'm sure they'd see that as something to celebrate.
I've always known the truth. I failed to protect them. A weakling like me survived, and the rest of them disappeared without a trace. This isn't solace. It's the worst possible outcome. That's something I can't face. I've never had the courage to tell you I couldn't protect your loved ones. All I can do is wander New Eridu, hoping to find some trace of them. Even after all this time, I still haven't accomplished anything. I'm sorry.
You really don't know us at all. This isn't the worst possible outcome by any means. Styx, my husband, and all his comrades who lost their lives, each one of them left behind their own legacy.
Ooh.
Just look all around you. Everyone standing before you is a legacy they protected that is carried on to this day. After my husband passed away, Zeta and I received survivor benefits. And with all the odd jobs I've been doing, we've managed to get to where we are today. Styx always wanted our daughter to study art, and Zeta's interested in it too. Now, that dream has become a reality. She just got accepted into the art school in Janus Quarter.
Oh, let's go.
Mom and I have our tough days, but I often think of Dad's cheerful laughter, and that memory gives me the strength to keep pushing through. One day, it'll all pay off, just like it has now.
Oh man, this is
Thank
heavy.
you for always being by my husband's side, even at the very end.
Well, I suppose you must have heard about my condition from my son.
Ethel, Kakaitis used to tell me about you. He often took leave or skipped work to earn extra money by part-timing, or to care for you when you were sick in bed.
Yes, that's true, but I bet he never told you my illness became so bad that I needed major surgery, and he worked his tail off to raise the money. Who would have thought he would pass before me?
God damn it.
I used the benefits from his death for the surgery, and that's the only reason I'm here today. In a way, his passing allowed my life to continue. Every time I think about it, I feel like I need to keep my body healthy and live a few more years. The sights I see, I believe he can sense them from somewhere far away. When I was too weak to take care of him, it was you and your comrades who stayed by his side. Thank you for everything that you've done for him.
As for me, well, I'm currently working as a fashion designer.
A fashion designer? Is that because of Acheron?
It is. I'm sure you remember how much she loved beautiful things. She was always into fashion, so I decided to become part of that world. That way, she can always be with me. I admit I had no idea how fun fashion design could be until I actually gave it a shot. I wish I'd figured that out sooner. We would have had so much more to talk about. Anyway, I'm planning to start my own fashion brand next year. She used to say that after retiring from the army, she wanted to pursue fashion design. I really want to carry on her dream. It feels like my life's purpose. You know, she used to talk about you. when she came home for the holidays. How your rivalry pushed her to keep improving. So, thank you. I'm proud of my sister. And I'm proud of you, too.
As you can see, all of us have made it to this day, carrying the will of those we loved. So please don't say they left nothing behind. They've always been a part of every pain and joy we've experienced over the years. Please remember, everything and everyone in New Eridu is only here today because you all risked your lives in battle.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's been wonderful to hear about how you're all doing and to listen to these words. I'm so glad I decided to come here on Remembrance Day.
Speaking of which, I wasn't expecting to see any of you. What brings you here today?
I could ask you the same thing, Ethel. Last time I asked, you said you weren't coming.
Oh, plots?
I only came because I suddenly got a DM from Nathan. He said he really wanted me to be here.
Oh, Nathan?
I'm here because of Nathan's message, too. He was pretty insistent, so I thought he'd be
Who's
here.
Nathan?
But I've been looking around for a while now. I still haven't seen him.
So, it's the same for all of us. I responded to his message, but he never wrote back. Isn't that strange?
Sorry, but who's this Nathan you're talking about?
Nathan is Lethe's younger brother. Frankly, out of all of us, he's probably the one who wants to see you the most. He used to be part of the defense force himself, and...
The day the old capital fell, his squad was responsible for supporting the forces that had already entered the Hollow, which included all of you.
Oh, then he might be the one to carry her
so many times. When they saw how bad things were in that Hollow, some of the reinforcements called off their plans and pulled back. He tried to stop them, but there was nothing he could do.
He always blamed himself and wanted to find you to apologize. But the truth is, the reinforcements retreating was inevitable. Shortly after their retreat, headquarters issued the official order. We all lost someone in that disaster. And for a while, we resented the reinforcements for their decision. But over time, we came to understand it, and we eventually let it go. There was no avoiding casualties in that battle. In hindsight, it wasn't wrong for headquarters to prioritize saving their strength.
May I ask what the name of Nathan's squad was when he was in the defense force?
That might
the
be
Imperial
big.
Squad of the Obsidian Division.
Obsidian?
Is something wrong?
Nothing. It's just... I think I might have stumbled upon the
Obsidian.
answer I was looking for.
Oh, jeez. After 4 family members paid their respects and left, it's 3 family members. They continuously touring the Remembrance Day, Charon stood there in the daze, seemingly having understood something. At that moment, a squad came from the open space in front of the outpost. It seems someone has stepped onto the podium, and the citizens all gathered in the podium, prepared to listen to the person's speech. Wait, I know that person. According to the schedule for Remembrance Day, it should be time for a representative of retired Defense Force veteran to give a speech. It looks like the speech is about to begin. I feel a bit concerned, Proxy. Could we go over and listen to the speech for a moment? That is a... Shit, what is it? Soul again? Soul and...
Is that Zoe on the podium?
Yeah, good, I remember.
Is she here to speak on behalf of the soldiers? A decorated veteran. That seems fitting. But I don't see Jesse or Aaron around. Didn't they come?
Everyone please, quiet down. Zoe, of Nemesis Squad, a representative of the veterans, will now deliver the Remembrance Day
Nemesis
speech.
Squad.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to stand here and speak on behalf of all of the soldiers of the Defense Force. Today, we gather to commemorate Remembrance Day, a day born from the tragedy of the old capital's fall. Many of us lost relatives or friends in the disaster, and I am no exception. Every member of my squad perished in that battle, leaving me as the only survivor. Losing the friends you cherish to the Hollow is a pain that never fades. It's a sorrow that will stay with us, now and forever. However, to the families of the fallen soldiers, hold your heads high with pride for your loved ones who gave their lives. They fought to the very last moment when the old capital fell. Death isn't the end, nor dishonor. It is their eternal medal. They gave their lives facing an unstoppable disaster, exchanging their sacrifice for the world we have today. In doing so, they fulfilled their duties as soldiers to perfection. Without the blood they spilled, Eridu would not have endured, and new Eridu would never have risen from the ashes.
Wow.
In honor of the wishes of the departed, look ahead, people of New Eridu. Our thoughts and remembrance of those who passed will be carried in every flicker of candlelight and in every bouquet of flowers.
Zoe's speech is met with a wave of prolonged applause. Yet amidst with clap, she drooped her head, her expression darkening. She stays silent, waiting for the applause to fade before lifting her gaze and scanning the crowd. Her eyes pause briefly on Karen, carrying a chilling aura.
My speech was meant to end here, but since you all seem quite engaged, please allow me to share a little more. The reason you all agree with what I've said is because it offers a way to step away from the pain. That's what the living do. They seek ways to ease the weight of others' deaths, so they can find a way to start over. This is the new Eridu of today. A huge disaster consumed the old capital, and the people who survived it keep saying things like, treasure the moment and start fresh to numb themselves, hoping to forget the nightmare. No one talks about the soldiers who gave their lives in Hollow Zero. No one asks why they had to die. The brave gave their lives battling the ethereal onslaught, while the weak survived. This is a new Eridu, built by weaklings. Its order founded upon their way of thinking. Your applause makes me realize you all accept this logic. Each of you had loved ones who sacrificed their lives in the fall of the old capital. And now, you're thankful that someone has encouraged you to move on from them. What meaning does the sacrifice of those who died have if you all choose to forget? Have you never thought about why your own loved ones had to die? And why no one is responsible for their deaths?
Miss Zoe, there's not much time left for your,
Open your eyes! I'm speaking to those who have lost loved ones! If death is the medal for the fallen, then pain is the cross the living must bear. If you fear its weight and run from the suffering, the soldiers will never find peace in their eternal rest. To tear the wound open once again, so we'll never forget the searing pain. That's the real meaning of Remembrance Day.
I don't agree.
Charon, I didn't expect you to be here for Remembrance Day. How are things going with your search? Seems like you have something to say.
Among the people standing here, there's a woman who raised her daughter with the survivor benefits left by her husband. Another who's been able to carry on with her life thanks to the final efforts of her child. And yet another who's found purpose because of the influence of his late sister. The will of the deceased lives on in every person here. The soldiers who died during the fall of the old capital fought for this. The future that their loved ones are making for themselves now. The old me might have agreed with what you said, but someone taught me that pain and hardship can lead to hope. They helped me see that hope could be inherited, not just destroyed when life fades. That's why I believe the departed didn't leave us wounded or with a heavy cross to bear, but with a melody. Each of us holds a harmonica that plays the melody of life. At first, it may sound awkward, but it will eventually flow smoothly, taking on our own style, until it merges with our soul.
Holy shit, what a
You
speech.
seem quite certain about what you're saying. Tell me then, what kind of melody is left behind by those we've lost?
I'm not sure. I can't picture the exact melody, but I trust the answer I've chosen. And I trust everything I've seen and heard.
Put your point.
A vague and insubstantial answer, isn't it? I was right about you, Charon. From the moment we met, I knew we'd never really understand each other.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Everyone, I apologize for taking up your time. My speech ends here. Please feel free to continue with your visit.
Damn. Damn, so he is kind of unhappy with her life at the moment, it seems. So we exit the venues without sparing a single glance back, leaving the audience and the defense force in states of confusion. Charon looks thoughtfully in the direction she disappeared.
What do you think, Proxy?
So somehow there's two suspects at the moment. Either she's the one that did it, or whatever happened to Nathan, another character.
Her demeanor and what she said earlier. Something was clearly off. I have a bad feeling.
You
Something
mean
of a
about her
PTSD.
real identity, right?
I'm the
Looks like
killer.
we're on the same page. Shielded by her identity as a decorated soldier.
Yes,
She seemed pretty confident that we wouldn't confront her directly on military ground, like at the outpost. She arrived so brazenly.
I have the
and left
reason.
without a care.
I have the reason to shoot them
If
all.
I'm right about this,
Leave
she'll
no
be trying to
survivor.
contact us
No
again
witness.
in no time.
Just as she finished her sentence, the phone rang again. She appeared on the screen as she answered the video call. He seems panicked and anxious to speak. But the moment he sees you in Scott's outpost, he swallowed back the word and cleared his throat instead.
Looks like you're a little busy, so I'll keep it short. The client just sent me a location via Knock Knock, along with a picture of several unconscious, tied-up individuals. I'll send you the location shortly. It should be an entrance to the Hollow in Port Elpis. At this stage, I
I
don't
wouldn't be
have
surprised if
any further
Nathan is one of
requests.
them.
My only hope is that you'll proceed with caution.
Thank you,
A
Shepard.
location with a picture of the hostages. Looks like Grim Vulture is losing patience and wants to put an end
Dude,
to all
at this point, we all know it's Zoe, right?
Charon, what's your plan? No matter what you decide, I'll stay by your side till the end.
Charon doesn't answer right away. Instead, she takes out of her harmonica and look down at it, as if she's trying to decide. In the end, she tucked her harmonica away.
I've made up my mind. Proxy, please accept my official commission. Help me venture into the depths of the Hollow to rescue the client and any other hostages. It's time to put an end to this. It's up to me to stop Grim Vulture. Stop her from crushing everything in front of her with that heavy cross.
Ooh, dang. You leave the Remembrance Day events with Charon and return to the video store. She clears her firearm multiple times and keep adjusting her breathing. The showdown is about to begin. Proxy, thank you for accompanying me this far. In the upcoming battle, Grim Vulture has likely already set up a stage filled with trap. We might need to brace ourselves for a tough fight. Do you have any strategy in mind, Charon? To be honest, there isn't fully viable strategy. The opponent is a sniper and can keenly anticipate the timing and trajectory of each of my shots, dodging an offense. Entering the battlefield prepared by such a formidable enemy alone, it's foreseeable that she will continuously occupy elevated sniper position, relentlessly targeting us, while we will have very few opportunity to land a hit on her. Osanemi would be easy prey. Theoretically speaking, that's right. In a sniper duel, the one who fails to secure the best vantage points or exposes the position is always the loser. But I believe there's still a chance. In our previous fight, I could sense the pride and impatience of Grim Vulture as a sniper. I'm not sure where that impatience comes from, but that pride is definitely something we can turn against her. I believe she would never accept the idea of me surpassing her in sniper skills, but I can outmatch her. At critical moments, she will lose her composure. That will be the only instant she exposes a weakness. Proxy, this is the strategy I've chosen. Grim Vulture may indeed be the superior sniper, but I will surpass her and make this strategy succeed. To win this battle despite the overwhelming disadvantage, please entrust your back to me, Proxy. I need you as my companion to support me. Entrust your back to me as well. Yes, I will. I'll protect you, so please also provide me with your guidance. Ooh. Here comes the part 3 of the story. This is the climax, or more like the final battle. So, I assume Nathan got kidnapped, and then Zoe is using her phone to essentially or get everyone into Remembrance Day stuff. Oh, of course we're in the rainy
Carol,
location.
Look, another communicator.
Another communicator. It's a bad habit for a sniper to be so talkative.
Oh, really? I think it's rather good for my mental health to witness in real time how my target becomes desperate and gives up their struggle.
Do you really still
So
need to
saucy.
disguise your voice? I thought you didn't want to hide anymore, Zoe.
Damn, who would have thought?
You're right. Seems there's no need for secrecy anymore. I, Zoe, the sniper known as Grim Vulture of Nemesis Squad, send you my regards.
Zoe. No. Grim Vulture. You, like me, were one of the advanced troops deployed to suppress Hollow Zero right after the fall of the old
Then why is she
capital, right?
targeting Charon?
Noct, Cartes, and Impera squad. So far, all the victims have been members of these squads. They were initially supposed to enter the Hollow to reinforce the advanced troops. Nemesis, your squad, lacking reinforcements, lost everyone except you in the fall of the old capital. You blamed their deaths on the absence of reinforcements and sought revenge on them. That's my conclusion. Just like me. The fall of the old capital left you entirely alone.
A sniper, the sole survivor, a mere pawn abandoned by the military. Don't you think we're very much alike? The Impera squad member, Nathan, the one you're searching for, he pleaded with me to let him go when I was about to kill him, saying he had to see you no matter what. That's how you caught my attention. I let him live to get all sorts of information on you. I was so curious about you that I even set a trap, disguising myself as a victim to get closer to you.
I figured it would be one of the girls.
It turned out we share the same story. We even got the same PTSD symptoms. After all these years, we still see images of our teammates before they die. It's impossible to erase them from our minds. It's just, you use ridiculous fantasies to numb yourself, chasing after illusions of your squad mates. Well, I can't afford to be as naive as you. One night, when I was overwhelmed with the unbearable images of my comrades' deaths, vomiting and crying, I finally realized the meaning behind their appearance before me. They were pleading with me, pleading for vengeance against those who abandoned us, begging me to destroy the repulsive, hypocritical new order of New Eridu. So, I carried on their will. I began kidnapping targets and sniping them in the hollow,
God damn.
watching as they became crushed erupted and died in despair.
Do you really think this is what they'd want?
What else? Would they want me to be like you? Playing at a game of finding my missing squad mates, accepting their deaths when I'm done playing, and then forgiving the very enemy who killed them? What a noble and virtuous gesture! Forgive on behalf of fallen comrades, coexist with new Eridu's order, and live peacefully among cowards. It's precisely because you and I are so similar that this hypocritical and cruel attitude makes it even harder for me to forgive you. After our first conversation, I was certain I must end your life myself to prove I'm right.
That's exactly what I wanted to say to you, too. Because we've suffered the same hardships, I can't accept the path of destruction you've chosen. Jesse, Aaron, Nathan, the client I've been searching for, and any other targets of revenge you've set your sights on. They all feel regret and struggle over the choices they made back then. But you can't see any of that. You didn't target the higher-ups who misjudged the situation, the dangerous ethereals who killed your comrades, or the ones responsible for the fall of the old capital. Instead, you went after the easiest targets. Grim Vulture, as a sniper of the Eridu Defense Force, you have failed in your duty. To preserve the will and hope left by my comrades, I'm going to put an end to your actions right here.
What can you say? Grim Vulture is the real blind one in this situation.
That suits me just fine. A sniper should let the gun do the talking. Make it to the deepest part of the hollow alive, and I'll meet you with nothing but raw malice. Since you made it here, let me reward you with a few things you don't know. Noct, Cartus, Impura, and many other squads. Did you know the reinforcements that were meant to back us up ended up deciding to retreat? Relying on a show of hands to vote, isn't that ridiculous?
More chaos!
Our lives were scarred in such an absurd way, like a kindergarten election for class monitor.
Yeah, target locked.
So,
Didn't the higher up call up to
killed
these
them.
people?
I employed the same method.
Support and visit.
I made the dozen or so people I captured vote on who I should kill first. You wouldn't believe how funny it was.
Jeez.
Jesse and Aaron, do you have them too? Or are they already?
Oh my god,
You still care about them? Or should I say...
Can't catch me.
It looks like I haven't made enough of a threat to your life if you still have the time to worry about them.
Sound strategy guide. Now you pay.
Why not leave their fate hanging as an unsolved mystery?
Weary.
This prey is normally that's more suspenseful, right? In any case, when you stumble into the underworld with your insight spilling out, don't give it to them.
Oh! He killed the two other one from earlier. What the heck?
More exciting to wait until then to...
The wind and rain are picking up.
So sniping is gonna be a lot harder.
This extreme weather is perfect for sending you to your grave, don't you think? No one will hear your screams and cries as you die.
Ether vision activate. My bullets are one with the wind.
By the time the rain stops, the only thing left will be your own form.
Loyalty.
Fire support ready. Show no mercy.
I wonder, You remember the weather on the day the old capital fell?
Surprise.
What the
In
heck?
position.
It wasn't heavy rain like now, but the sky was just as dark. Both your teammates and mine, they all perished in a place like this. You made it to this part of the hollow. Ah! Such determination deserves praise! Now, it's time for the final showdown we agreed on. Too late!
What?
And really foolish is the only way to put it. What sniper would ever confront their enemy head on?
Actually, quite a lot of sniper hits. Do that.
Wide open.
Show no mercy. I've prepared a little gift for you. I made this dangerous material by assassinating corrupting a high-ranking officer.
Oh.
This is your requiem.
It wasn't easy luring it here. You can play with it for a while. As for me, I'll watch you from above, waiting for the moment you pull it off. Then I'll put a bullet right through your heart.
Show no mercy.
Resolve. What you deserve.
This bullet will reach its mark. Fire support ready. Time to pin them down.
You're out.
Quick shot.
Mind the voltage. Guess I'll do it myself.
All right. Oh.
The real failure as a sniper is the one who's been forced into a corner, like you!
Oh, she's calm. I'm not.
The wind. It's shifting.
I won't fall for your distractions so easily. What?
Oh.
I will surpass you with my own melody of victory.
Oh.
Damn!
And let
Oh,
the
damn.
wind be the opening notes.
No, I choked my own saliva seeing that.
Charon! No! Wake up! Charon! That's...
Not the DUX harmonica. That was fucking sick. Oh. After the gunshots, the hollow falls silent once more, leaving only the countless biting raindrops, attempting over and over to wash away the sense of blood that oozed from the wound of the defeated, only to fail time and time again. The loser pays no attention to her mortal wound, only staring at the distant horizon, as though salvation might be waiting there. Sometimes later, the victor has climbed the steel and stand in front of her. They share the last word, while the defeated still has the energy to converse.
Just you? Where's your friend, the proxy?
The proxy went to rescue the hostages. I want to speak with you alone. A sniper should always monitor the changes to their surroundings, factoring the environment into their tactics. Being blinded by the intent to kill and failing to take this into account was your downfall.
Didn't expect to be lectured by a youngster. What a disgrace. When my view was blocked, I realized you'd used the visual blind spot to reposition. So I adjusted my aim accordingly. but I still couldn't hit you.
Oh no, you
Your
hit her.
prediction and accuracy were spot on. I was just saved once again by this. By both this harmonica and by my former comrades.
Are you trying to say that this is destiny? That it's the will of my companions guarding me? I lost to the wave of ethereals, to the military's betrayal. And now I lose to your reckless actions, driven by some ridiculous fantasy. Your fantasy, your attitude, your very existence, and the outcome of this battle. They are the greatest denial and insult to my revenge.
God
Yeah,
dang.
you're emitting a much calmer ether energy now. Almost as if you found relief.
My vision is fading. I can't see my comrades on the brink of death anymore. My wounds are fatal, but I don't feel any pain. Relief. It's not such a bad thing.
Did you intend for me to kill you from the start?
Let me answer that question with a story. The first time I saw you was actually during the fall of the old capital. My comrades were all dead, and the reinforcements the higher-ups promised before the mission never came. I can't even remember how long the fight went on. Ultimately, I had no choice but to retreat, failing to bring back my squad mates' bodies. I made my way through one battle line after another. The advanced troops were nearly wiped out. But when I reached a certain front, a small squad of survivors called out to me. Few people can still stand after such severe corruption and injury, but all 5 of them were still fighting. They were protecting a girl who had lost her sight and fallen unconscious while searching for a way out of the hollow. They told me they were beyond saving, and if I planned to retreat, I must take the girl
Oh,
with me.
she's the one. Yeah.
I couldn't turn down the last request of a group of heroic soldiers about to die in battle. Your comrades entrusted your life to me. I was the one who brought you out of the hollow. You already know what happened afterward. It didn't take long for you to leave the Defense Force after you came to. Just like me. I developed PTSD so intense that sometimes I couldn't even hold a normal conversation. But for me, the hardest blow was the death of my squad. To an orphan like me, they were family. If the reinforcements had kept their word and provided support, they wouldn't have died for nothing. Don't you ever have that thought?
To say I don't would be a lie. But I think deep down you know. From the moment we stepped into the hollow, there was no way we were getting saved. Given how quickly the hollow was spreading, and the ever-increasing number of ethereals, it would take the sacrifice of countless Defense Force troops to suppress it. It wasn't something that could have been accomplished in such a short time. The reinforcements would have only been a drop in the bucket. More sacrifices without results. Canceling the reinforcements, sending the advanced troops to rescue as many civilians as possible to minimize casualties. I think most commanders would have made the same decision.
Objective and cold logic. I understand it, of course. But when you see members of the reinforcements living happy lives years later, can you still keep your composure? I couldn't. Even if the chance was minuscule, I wanted my squad mates to survive. But they turned that chance to zero, and still have the nerve to embrace a peaceful future. I can't help but resent them. By the time I realized what I'd done, I had already taken several lives. Nathan. When I tied him up and was about to kill him, he begged me to spare him, saying he had something to give you, no matter what. That was when you re-entered my line of sight. I think I've said this before. We're very similar, yet we have completely opposite beliefs. After meeting you, I became even more certain. In the face of suffering, I chose destruction, while you were destined to choose to protect. But you're still entangled in your obsession with your squad mates. If this continues, you'll eventually sink into a void of despair. Your hope is like a bubble, ready to burst at any moment. The version of you I want to kill is the complete one, who can firmly reject my answer. If you haven't found your answer yet, then I'll be the one to push you forward.
Damn.
I kill you, or you end me. Either way works. But after seeing your growth, maybe I'd prefer you to step over my body. That's the final answer.
Why?
Emptiness and doubt. No matter how many targets of my revenge I took down, nothing changed. Aiming my gun at former comrades, drowning in hate and rage, all it left was a hollow emptiness. But you're different. You've gained unconditional trust from the proxy. You have the courage to fight through my trap. And eventually, you'll have a melody that's uniquely yours. My belief has faltered. I finally remember. My squad mates were fools, just like you. You're right. They would never want me to become this way. I talk about carrying their cross. But in truth, I never carried their will. So be it. Take the hostage and go. A villain stained with the blood of others deserves nothing but a miserable end. I'm looking forward to how long you'll be able to protect those in front of your eyes.
Dude, she's blind. Sniper battle. Pretty much backstory and stuff. Sharon doesn't leave, instead she kneed beside Grim Vulture, picking up the bullet mark harmonica, and begin play a melody titled Homecoming. Ooh. So essentially both Charon and Zoe at the front line when Hollow Zero first appeared, aka the biggest disaster ever happened in Zenless Zero. And then while they were quote unquote promised for reinforcement, the commander eventually decided to retreat over reinforcement because Hollow Zero spread it's probably the biggest disaster in Zenless Zero that has almost wiped out a lot of humans essentially. And they both got PTSD, and one decided to start shooting all the former comrade because they wasn't there to save them, and the other choose to hide away, and they both confront, and sniper battle happens. The melody briefly take over the roaring downpour, reaching the ears of Green Vulture as she lies bleeding out, barely clinging to life. A faint glimmer appeared in her empty eyes in her final moments.
It can still be played after taking a bullet. Impressive.
Now she can still talk?
This is my final melody to you. No matter how miserable you've become, I'll still remember you. Remember we once shared the same path in life, but in the end, our paths diverged. Your hatred has long twisted into sin. But if not for you, I wouldn't have learned how to hate, or found the true targets of my hatred. I used to know nothing. My teammates served as my teachers and taught me so much. And I think you must be my final teacher.
Damn.
You taught me, in the most intense way, what hatred truly means.
Really? So you found someone you want revenge against, too. That's good.
The fact that she got shot in a fatal position, told a whole backstory and a little bit more, and still able to talk at the end is surely something else. The melody of homecoming play on as the girl endured the agony of her ocular rejection, struggling to make the harmonica notes rise above the sound of the rain, as the last notes fade amidst the relentless downpour. The defeated one takes her final breath. Oh, that's one way to end it. So only Nathan's alive? I wonder what does Nathan want to give Trigger then? You rescue the kidnapped people, leave the hollow, anonymously report things to PubSec, and update the Shepherd on the situation. The series of tasks that needs to be done after such an intense battle leaves you dizzy. After requesting to meet the clients with Shepherd, you receive his message calling you to Port Elpis. Proxy, we arrive at the port. According to Shepherd, he, the clients, and the rescue. Oh, Jesse and Aaron is it's alive. Yeah, let's go. Should all be here. Let's go talk to them. Charon, why do you seem... Is something bothering you? Oh, Proxy, you notice, even though we defeat Grim Vulture, I still can't seem to let it go. Just as I thought, when the wind changed and the falling banner blocked her visions, she could have retreated. That's what I thought. She could have rolled and moved because despite Charon know where she is, if she moved a little bit, the shot wouldn't have connected. Waited for her sight to be clear and then resume sniping. If she had done that, I would have had no chance of winning. But her pride wouldn't allow her to take an action that implicitly admitted her tactics were inferior. She still chose to engage in a shootout with me despite the blind spot. Yeah, today is yes, it's the 8th. Doesn't this prove your strategy was successful? But after realizing that she actually wanted to die, I started to wonder, was my course of action something she deliberately led me into? Feels like that. Consider she also called Remembrance Day for the fallen family and stuff. I wouldn't find a way to break her trap and create an opportunity for reversal. And she was waiting for that moment, ready to test whether I had truly surpassed her through a direct confrontation. I believe that was her intention. Her feeling must have been very complicated. Proxy, you told me that Grim Vulture once appeared here at the port, standing by the trash can on the wooden pier, gazing out at the sea. What was she thinking back then, I wonder? Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Let's go meet the client together. He's still alive and haven't become another Grim Vulture's victim. I suppose that's the best news we could have had. Although I already understand that the client's true identity is not my teammate, and it may not bring the hope I have longed for, I still want to face him. Alright, time to see what Nathan looks like. Oh, is this Aaron? Oh, Jesse's here too. I mean, let's talk to them. What happened on April 8th? Shepard and Jesse seems to be exchanging tips about working in the internet intelligence trade. When he noticed you want to talk to Jesse, Shepard cuts the conversation short and moves to a spot a bit further away. Ah, we meet again. As I put it, you saved my life again. I really don't know how to thank you enough. You okay? Basically, I wasn't hurt much, but my mood is complicated. Being kidnapped by the same person twice, maybe my intellect isn't really suited for being an information broker. I already consider a career change. Looking back now, someone who truly wanted to kill me then, they wouldn't be deliberately knock me out again and left me to be rescued by you. But at the same time, I was just relieved to have survived and never even suspected Zoe. When she suddenly showed up at my door, claiming to have important information, I was completely unprepared. That's how I ended up being tied up in the hollow for the second time. She no longer hid and played the hunting game with me, but instead stood directly in front of me, pointing her gun at me, and revealed the true reason why she wanted to kill me. The events of the fall of the old capital are something I really don't want to remember. I know I'm a coward, and at the most critical moments, I choose to retreat along with the rest of the troops. But if you had seen the rapidly expand Hollow Zero in person, you would have been terrified too. The moment you step inside, death was certain. Every soldier present knew that. My actions during the fall of the old capital are a stain on my career in the defense force. When I learned Zoe's true identity, I thought that being killed by her here would be nothing less than what I deserved. But she didn't kill you. Yeah, no matter how resigned I was, when I was about to be killed, I was still terrified. So I desperately begged her for mercy. She didn't pull the trigger. I mustered the courage to meet her gaze, only find her eyes empty, looking at me as if I were an insect. She raised her gun, emptied a bullet into the ceiling, and walked away. It's meaningless. Those were the last words she said to me. Tell me back then, outside Hollow Zero, when we judged that our current forces couldn't stop the disaster and choose to retreat, did we really make the wrong choice? I don't know. What's the point of asking you anyway? Or was I hope to hear from you? Anyway, thank you. At the very least, because of this incident. I'm afraid I will never forget the nightmare of the old capital's falls, nor the moment Zoe looked at me with those hollowed eyes. No. I'm still too green to be intel broker, unfortunately. It's you. Thank you for saving me. Thank you for finding soldiers who could take down Zoe. My ribs are fractured. I'm here today, barely holding on. Just thank you in person. I was too foolish. I never even considered the possibility that Zoe was the perpetrator. On the way home from the Bala twins, we walked together. She easily knocked me unconscious from behind and brought me to the hollow again. If I had known earlier that she was the perpetrator, I would have killed her right then and there. Not friends of yours. Zoe tied me up in the room in the port's Elpis Hollow, told me her reason for killing, and was about to shoot me. But all I could think of about was that she had kidnapped my friend. I kept questioning her. Back then, outside the hollow, my friend and I were both part of reinforcement troops. I indeed felt the situation was dire and voted to retreat. But my friends, she voted to go in. Why didn't you go in after her? If you want revenge, you should have just killed me. Where is she now? I didn't even care about the gun pointed at my throat. Just repeating these few sentences over and over. Until she admitted she had killed my friend. I will never forgive her. Even if choosing to retreat was my mistake. Even if she carried the pain of losing her companions. I only had one thought. To take her down with me. Yes, I couldn't break free from the rope. Couldn't threaten her. All I could do was insult her over and over, begging her to kill me, and she didn't. But she didn't. She pinned me to the ground and beat me half to death. But she stopped before pulling the trigger. I glared at her with hatred, only to find her returning the gaze with even greater hatred. Face streaked with tears. Why would scum like you even care about her companion? She kicked me twice with all her strength, and then left me with those words. How many innocent lives has she taken so far? How many families has been torn apart because of her? And she still dares to call me a scum. But now she's dead, there's no point in saying anything more. My friend will never comes back. And I can never forget the fall of the old capital, nor the series of nightmares that have followed recently. If I can meet her again in hell after I die, then I'll settle score with her. Until that time comes, I'll make sure to survive. Anyway, thank you. Damn. It's kind of rough for her, but like, he chooses to forgive. It is. I can't. I choked a little bit in reading her dialogue. It was a little bit more than I think about. It's too many people dying, man. Even if they're just NPC, like, but still.
So you're the sniper from Liar Squad. It's nice to finally meet you.
And you must be the one who's been searching for me. Nathan, the younger brother of Lethe. It's good to see you safe and sound.
That's right. I'm sorry for causing all this trouble. I nearly cost you your life, becoming a target of a victim from the fall of the old capital. Maybe that's what I get, not helping my brother and the rest of the defense force back then. When the reinforcements decided to retreat, I spoke out against it. I had family among the soldiers already in the Hollow, but I didn't have the courage to take that step. The one that might have cost me my life. I'm sorry.
You don't need to feel regret or apologize. The outcome wasn't something you could have controlled. You cared deeply for Lethe. And even today, you still think of him. To someone like him, who always cherished family, that's more than enough.
Thank you. I heard you've been searching for the members of Liar Squad all these years. I'm nothing compared to your determination. Thank you for everything you've done, but please stop the search. It's time for you to start living a life that's truly your own. I hate to say this as a family member, but back then, they were already...
I know. You don't need to say it. I've been drowning in a fantasy of my own making for years. But it's a fantasy that kept me from falling into the abyss. Nathan, Grim Vulture told me you have something you want to give me. Is that why you commissioned someone to find me?
Yes. After learning about the bond between you and your squad, I knew I couldn't live with myself if I didn't get this to you. So I got on my knees and begged Grim Vulture, even playing this recording for her, hoping it would move her. Regardless of how things unfolded, what matters is that it wasn't destroyed, and I'm here, alive, to hand it to you.
Nathan rummaged through his jacket pocket and take out a slightly worn tape. Ooh. A tape from Liar Squad. Discovered by Nathan, Lethe's younger brother. This long sealed recording sparked a series of events that would follow. Years has passed, and while the tape surface shows somewhere, the audio within remained pristine, as crystal clear as if it was recorded just yesterday.
I found this while going through my brother's belongings. It's been tucked away for years. There's a recording on it, and I think it's a gift Liar Squad made for you, but never had the chance to give you.
Thank you so much. Do you mind if I listen to it now with the proxies?
With me?
With me and Belle? We're honored. I thought we were just here to collect the commission fee today.
Oi.
Go ahead. As for the commission fee, I'll pay it to you both shortly, so don't worry about that.
Nathan, take a step back. Charon looked at you. Following her, her lips seems to be seeming to tremble slightly. I gently hold her hand, feeling the warmth and strength in her palm. She pressed the play button. I don't know, kind of weird to. We only know each other for 3 days, and I'm kind of holding her hands. It's kind of.
Hey, hello? Alright, it's a recording. This is a message from Liar Squad for our little sniper. Everyone ready? I'll count down. 3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday, oh.
On your 1000th day with Liar Squad! Hey, you guys are totally out of sync. Captain, can we redo this? The anniversary gift has to be perfect.
That's our assault specialist, Acheron. She has a strong sense of aesthetics, prioritizing beauty in both combat and her daily life. She taught me a lot about makeup and fashion.
Oh, she won't care if we're a little off. Forget the re-record. Let's just get it done and order the cake. We don't want him to sell out.
That's our medic, Kakaitis. He's usually lazy and a bit of a smooth talker, but he's actually very capable and kind. He taught me a lot about unconventional negotiation tactics and ways of handling things.
You two, stop arguing during the
Bald
recording.
male force.
I've already ordered the cake. If you keep rambling, we really will have to re-record this. Cut the chatter already.
And that Styx, a reliable artillery specialist. He's the oldest in the squad. He loves sharing photos of his daughter and reminiscing about how he wooed his wife. The way he won her over inspired me a lot.
All right, let's all calm down. Wouldn't want to get on the captain's bad side. Captain, would you like to go first? We can edit or re-record whatever we need to.
That's our scout and engineer, Lethe. He's a bit self-conscious because of how his younger brother excels, and he's somewhat introverted. But he's actually very capable. He taught me sharp observation skills, calm execution under pressure, and how to make use of the environment.
Okay, thank you all for settling down before I completely lost my cool. It's fine. No need to cut anything or re-record. Let's just keep it as it is. Loud and messy, just like our liar squad.
That's our captain, who took me in and taught me how to play the harmonica. And the real Charon. I'll make sure to explain properly to you later, Proxy.
As you've heard,
Oh,
this
man.
recording is a little gift from the 5 of us. How time flies. When I brought you into the squad about 2.5 years ago, you were just a shy kid who blushed whenever you talked to someone. Over these 1,000 days, you've really worked hard to keep pace with our fighting rhythm. You've done incredibly well. In the last mission, your successful sniper kill of that high-risk ethereal really helped Acheron a lot. I hate to say it, but yeah, I went too far in last time. Thanks for getting me out of that mess. Just this once, I'll admit, your moves were more elegant in that fight.
And not just that fight. Ever since you became a quicker shot and learned to adjust for wind speeds on the fly, we've been taking fewer and fewer hits. Makes my job way easier. So, cheers.
You often worry about not doing enough. But in these 2.5 years, you've absorbed everything I know about stealth, reconnaissance, and tactical countermeasures. Trust me, you'll become an incredibly skilled sniper.
Having you covering us from the rear makes every fight feel safer. But you still have a lot to learn about socializing and romance. When peace finally comes to Eridu, leave us and live your own life.
Where did that come from? She's not leaving us. Even if she retires, she'll move into my house and I'll spoil her with loads of beautiful clothes. We can talk about living alone in 10 or 20 years.
Oh no.
Sorry, I got carried away. Anyway, you're talented and hardworking. Over these 1,000 days, you've opened your heart to us and even encouraged us in return. Having you as a comrade is a blessing for all 5 of us. But I have to say one thing. You're always so sensitive and kind. Every time you see us get hurt, you look like you're about to break. Has our squad motto, having each other's backs, become too much of a burden for you? I get how you feel. When your squad mates trust you with their backs, your first instinct is to protect them, right? But that's not the way it should be. No one can shoulder everything alone. Don't try to carry everything on your own. Choosing to fight on the battlefield is my resolve. Feel it. Share yours with me. And when it's your turn to watch my back, I'll give my all to honor it too.
As long as you fight with all your strength, there's no such thing as failing to protect something, because your will and our will is preserved and carried on in other ways.
But don't let that weigh on you. Try to trust in us, just like we trust in you, no matter what.
I've struggled with that kind of thinking myself, but I eventually made my way through it. All this talk of camaraderie, of keeping each other safe, it's like a harmonica melody scoring our time together. Even when things change, our tune will go on, and that's enough.
Exactly. Honestly, I'm sometimes terrified. Afraid that someday, you'll blame yourself for failing to protect us and fall apart. That's why I wanted to record this message. Please, don't try to bear everything alone. Maybe you can start relying on us more, fully entrusting your vulnerable side to us. Our will has long been intertwined with yours. We're comrades. This is getting way too sentimental. It doesn't feel like me anymore. Anyway, we just want to see you trusting your comrades enough to share your burdens, even if it isn't us. Finally, we'd like to give you the song that's closest to us. If what we've said is hard to understand, just feel it through the music. Please, enjoy my masterpiece, Homecoming.
The old cassette plays a familiar tune. It sounds crisp and clear, as though it were recorded just yesterday. When the music fades, the tape goes silent. You turn to the woman who called herself Carol, as she desperately wipes away uncontrollable tears. The harbor wind ruffles her hair, and then, at last, she lifts her head.
Proxy, do you remember? I was once terrified of seeing the look on their faces.
Of course. Can you see them clearly now?
Yes. Crystal clear. As if I've returned to the exact moment of parting.
They were all corrupted already.
So this is our last glance. This is the answer you wanted me to find. Thanks, guys. For everything.
After meeting with Nathan, you spend a long time with Charon's at Port Elpis, letting the sea breeze wash over you. You don't say a word, because you both know it will soon be time to part ways. As the temperature begins to cool, you head back to 6th Street with her.
Proxies. No. Lies. Belle. I've troubled you two a lot these days with my personal affairs. Words can't describe what you've done for me.
No worries. Honestly, my brother and I have been a bit lost recently. Meeting you, though, well, it feels like we've known each other forever. Doesn't it, Wise?
Yeah, we've learned a lot from you too. If nothing else, spending time with you really cheered us up. Perhaps we've always shared the same resolve.
Yeah. When I was trapped in self-doubt, unable to get out, I'm glad you were there with me.
No.
You're right. We've
God.
all entrusted our backs to each other as comrades.
This hit a little bit too hard.
And because of that, because we are comrades, please hear me out. Maybe you've already noticed. I'm sorry, but I've been keeping something from you. Charon isn't actually my code name. As I mentioned before, Charon was my captain's code name. When I met both of you for the first time, I didn't want to tell you my code name, because I thought someone who couldn't protect their squad mates had no right to one. So I lied. Captain Charon was an orphan like me, with no family to mourn her. I've been using her code name because I may be the last person in the world who still remembers her.
Oh.
But I understand now. If I want to keep moving forward, I can't keep hiding behind a lie. My true code name is...
You don't have to tell me right now.
Charon, at the harbor, Nathan spoke to you privately. Was he offering you a chance to return to the Defense Force?
Yes. He said he still has a friend in the Defense Force who's currently forming a new squad. And if my goals align with theirs, I could consider joining them.
And so she did.
So, what's your decision? Where will you go next?
After everything that's happened, I think I do share the same goal as that friend of his and the new squad they're building. So I'll head back to the new Eridu Defense Force. and keep chasing my new goal with a new team.
Your new goal. Is it to look further into the fall of the old capital?
Yes. My encounter with Grim Vulture has made me realize this should be the true form of my vengeance. I'll uncover the real culprits behind the old capital's fall and make them pay for their crimes. If the ferryman who leads me to the truth demands a price,
Ferryman.
I'm willing to wager my life. I have a gut feeling the masterminds will reveal themselves again soon. To protect the city my comrades cherished and sacrificed their lives for, I won't allow such a tragedy to happen again. By letting the will to protect guide my hatred, I now have a clear aim toward the truth.
That's what I thought. If that's the case, then for now, we shouldn't learn your true code name, nor entrust our backs to one another.
Are you saying we're on opposite sides?
Like, yeah, they are proxy.
No. We might walk different paths, but those paths will lead us to the same destination. It's just that, for now, we can't say any more than that.
To be honest, after facing an enemy as ruthless as Grim Vulture, we're reminded of our own powerlessness. Watching you fight back, almost losing your life to a bullet. That feeling. We're nowhere near strong enough to protect you. And we're not strong enough to open up about our pasts either. Sorry.
Without a second thought or hesitation, Charon takes hold of each of your hands and bring them together at her chest.
If this is your slightly selfish principle, I'll respect it. You were once my proxies, and I'll keep this memory locked away as something I cherish. If, as you say, our destination is the same, then we should continue on our separate paths, striving to grow stronger. The next time we meet, I'll reveal my true codename.
Trigger.
I hope we can become true comrades. I want your presence to forever remain in the melody of my life.
Yes, it's a promise. We'll cross paths once again, Charon.
You watch the woman who called herself Charon walked further and further away. A Defense Force soldiers waits for her at the end of her path.
Hello. I'm the sniper from the former Liar Squad of the Chrysoberyl Division, recommended by Captain Nathan, originally of the new Eridu Defense Force's Obsidian Division, Impera Squad.
Yeah, I heard about you from my superior. You're the one who dealt with the serial murders targeting the Defense Force, right? Well, the new Eridu Defense Force is ready to welcome you back. Let me confirm a few details before taking you to base. Which squad are you applying to join? And did you have a code name during your previous service?
I'm applying to join the Obsidian Division's Oboe Squad.
Oboe, we're Soldier 11. Oh my god, it's gotta be the perfect way to end
Trigger. I was Trigger of Liar Squad.
Oh, that's... Yes! Everything has come to an end. Why, do you think we'll see Charon again? For sure. I'm looking forward to it too. I really hope we can grow, get stronger, and have greater power to face any crisis. When we reunite with her then, we have to hear her real codename. Great minds think alike. However, after hearing Charon's and Grim Vulture's stories, I can't help but feel a bit sad. They had the same fates. But in the end, they walk complete different paths and become enemies. Wise. If hypothetically, we also encounter an enemy who once experienced the same fate, but now walk complete different paths. With opposing goals, forcing to be enemies, what will you do? Damn, that is a very good question. We'll seek mutual understanding with them. Sounds just like something you would say, Wise. If that time ever comes, I'll join you in seeking understanding as well. We, Devon, should face everything together, right? After everything that's happened, I feel pretty exhausted. You must feel the same, right, Wise? How about we take a good rest first? the commission from Shepard wouldn't be as easy as we've been having it before, you know? Oh, what a way to end the story. I'll do this myself, special play. Although, they do have dialogues, but I should be fine. I mean, I haven't even finished Soldiers 11s yet. Oh, this feels a little bit different than this. It's a two, yeah, Seneso story is not that long, especially these are just character story. But man, that felt good. It's good pacing, so I'm quite happy. But yeah, that was rough. By rough I mean like that got me. I'm gonna do another 10 roll just for her, okay? But I don't have any more gem because I did pull for MB too, so. $50, so let's do another 10 for safety. I did got MB. Oh wow. Oh wow. It doesn't really matter when I max all 3 of the mounts already. Yeah, I've been using the Envy the whole time, you know. I just haven't done like level her up yet.
Number 0, Anby.
Like 32% crit rates. E rank stuff. Let me see if I can just recommend them all. Yeah, no. Is that really not a good one? This is pretty good. Oh, it's because main stats is... Yikes, what have I been farming? I'll figure something else.
Standing by.
But yeah, I should probably call it here. So I can go cry in bed or something. That hit a little bit too much. My eyes are a little bit more swollen.
This is the path I follow.
Yeah. I'll go think about life in bed or something. I mean, it is also really late as well, so I should probably get ready. Because I have like one more daily I need to do before. Either way, I don't think I'll be on tomorrow. But I will definitely be on. I'll try to be on Wednesday for the Star Rail patch. So that should be fun. Either way, I think I'm just gonna like just head off for now. Thanks for coming to the hero, as always. Yeah. I'll see you on Wednesday then. Have a good evening and have a sweet dream. Good night.